Howdy, this is Jack Blees, the old trail boss. Do you like a good story? Me too. Stories. They entertain us, they educate us, and they can motivate us, even give us hope. They can recreate adventures we've experienced or spark our imagination to take us to places we would love to go. How about a good Western or cowboy story? One with adventure, romance, humor, or inspiration. Well, you'll find a little of all of these on our new Cowboy Stories-inspired podcast, The Old Trail Boss. Dramatized versions of my journal entries written during my many years on the Western trails. You'll hear what inspired the story and a fun discussion about the topic of the story by the cast. Let's listen to a short example.
Another man. He probably saw her dancing in a saloon there in St. Louis.
Oh, Vera, please.
Don't you, Vera, please me. Martha Lawson told me that Manda Stevens said that Thelma Evans heard from someone that woman...
I turned to look, and sitting there on this oversized horse was, well, a young fella that looked like a picture out of one of those cowboy dime novels. He had on a lavender-colored blouse shirt and a huge wild rag. His chaps looked like he had strapped on an old woolly sheep to each leg. I just stood there and looked at him.
Did you ever see anything like that?
I couldn't answer. I just nodded my head. The cowboy pushed his big hat back on his head and said,
"Howdy, boys. Buck LaRue's the name. Cowboying is my game."
Jumping up from the table, Jeremiah yelled,
"I'll get my gun! I'm not going to let them get away with stealing my prize herd."
Jeremiah strapped on his pistol and took his rifle from over the door. Checking to be sure it was loaded, he levered a shell into the chamber and started out.
Oh, don't bother. They're just cows. Besides, it's all your fault. You're too late. There's too many of them, and you're too slow. And your gun's not big enough.
Suddenly, a shot rang out.
Be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts to hear new episodes. Happy trails.